Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to San Diego, the Aftermath, for another little interlude here. Tonight, the scene is set at the Hotel del Coronado, uh, which is the haven of our prince of the city, Prince Jasmine. She has invited her scourge, Harley, to meet with her as she has some news and other things to deliver and discuss with her this night. And Jasmine sits in her usual room, which is one of the top floor suites, in contemplation and maybe even a little anxious at what she's about to discuss with Harley. And she's kept a secret from her for many years. And Harley has begun to ask more and more questions and is growing more and more suspicious. And she's also received word that a certain someone has been skulking about the city, and she needs Harley to take care of the problem. Harley comes in the room, and Prince Jasmine instructs her to take a seat. She does. Uh, she Harley has the usual scowl on her face, but with the prince, it's a lot more softened. It's not as threatening and aggressive as it is with everyone else. Ah, yes, Harley. Thank you for coming. We have much to discuss. I am. It is time that you learn the truth. And Harley gives the prince a quizzical look. And what truth is that? I know that you've been keeping something from me for a while now, just by comments that you've made and things that you've said. So are you finally going to tell me what it is that you've been keeping from me? Yes, child. Your brother, Matt. Many nights ago, he stole your blood and used it to sire a child. That child resides in the city, and you've met her a few times. Harley's scowl on her face disappears. And then, just only for a split second, as a little bit of shock washes over her, but then she scowls again and gets a very accusatory. Wouldn't I have known if he'd taken my blood? I mean, even if I was asleep, I would have known. That's just not something that you sleep through, is it? I do not know. I know he told me that somehow he was able to do it without you knowing. And when he came to me after he had abandoned the child, he told me this story, and I banned him from the city. I told him that he could redeem himself by fighting with us against the Sabbat when the war came. He fought, and I never saw him again, so I assumed that he perished. But I get information from people that during the war he was not loyal to us. He was feeding information about us to our enemies. And now I get word that he is skulking about the city, masquerading as a homeless man. I do not tolerate this. I do not want him in my city, and I think that it is appropriate for his unlife to be ended. You are my scourge. I want you to take care of the problem. I understand if you decline, as he is your brother. If you cannot handle it, I will inform Crusher and he will take care of it. Harley sits speechless, all of this swirling. The child. Ruby? Is that who it is? Yes, it is Ruby. She is your child. Your brother was desperate to have a child, but he could not use his own blood. He told me he tried and failed many times. Had I had known that he had tried and failed so many times, I would never have allowed him to try again. He did not tell me any of this until much later. Right. And you say that he's alive and he's setting foot in the city again as a homeless person. Who is telling you this information, and how do we know that they can be trusted? It is from a very reliable source who was very loyal to us and the Camarilla. If I did not think if I did not think that I could trust this person, I would not be telling you this and asking you to do this. Right. I understand. Um, I just, child, I have a child. And Harley sits there for a few moments. Jasmine lets her have her moments to process, but she needs an answer from Harley. Yes, I know that this is a lot to digest, but I need an answer. Are you going to take care of this problem, or shall I have Crusher do it? No, my prince. I'll take care of it. I promise. I'll even bring you proof. Good. I honestly expected nothing less. Now, Ruby does not know that you are her true sire. She's not even fully aware that she thought that Matt was her sire. She only met him the one night. And she probably wouldn't recognize him now, as he is not using his true image. I believe that he has power that is not native to your clan. Yeah, I know. Shortly after we were embraced, he figured out that he could disappear and then later he could alter his appearance. Yes, so you see, it might be difficult for him to track. I would appreciate it if you do not inform Ruby as of yet. I have assigned her to Saoirse, as you well know. Seems to be going very well there. I will let you know when the time is right. But please, keep an eye on her. You can get to know her if you wish. Just do not tell her about her siring until I say. Harley nods. Yes, yes, my prince. I won't. Does anyone else know about this? No. Just me and now you. It is a secret I have kept, as I said, for many years. For many nights it has weighed on me. But I needed to time it right. Everything comes in time. Yeah, I know. I'm not mad at you for keeping it from me. I understand. There are things at work that are bigger than me, and I know. But how could he do that to me? If he had trouble, all he had to do was talk to me and ask. We were so close. I wonder why he would feel the need to steal from me. Jasmine takes Harley's hand. There are a lot of things that happen. Understand, child, even from our own families. He was desperate. Maybe he was worried you would not comply. Should you have any more questions, my door is always open. Yes, thank you, my prince. I shall see to getting this done as quickly as possible. If he's altering his appearance, it might take some time, but I will make sure that it gets done. Um, in order for me to track him, can you please give me the name of the individual who's been giving you the information on him so that I may speak with them and maybe figure out patterns and habits? Yes. Yes, I will tell you. And she writes the name down on a piece of paper. It over to Harley. Harley takes the paper and reads it. She nods. She knows who this individual is. She sticks it in her pocket. And then she stands up and gives a respectful bow and nod to the prince and takes her leave, pondering over all of this information that she's received. Confused, angry, but also hopeful. Siring a child is not something that she's ever thought that she wanted. Wasn't ever something she actually contemplated, but now that she knows that she has a child, it's something that she's hoping that maybe she can make a good impression on Ruby and make up for some lost time. Jasmine sits. She watches Harley leave. Now she knows the truth. At least that is one more thing off of my conscience. But there are still yet many more secrets that I must share and get off my conscience before I meet my end. And that's where this interlude ends.